morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? So anyway, stop for lunch and go. I'll catch up with you guys in just a few. Tell you the truth, I don't know. So, hello everyone. This is a test. I had a couple of people ask me to maybe elaborate a little bit on my situation with my Thai family and things that have happened to me since I came here to Thailand 5 years ago and why I came here. First off, my wife of almost 30 years passed away in 2018. In September, actually today, September 21st, 2018, and rest in peace. Needless to say, it was pretty devastating. And we had planned on trying to come to Thailand and maybe give a 3-month deal. I took a lot of talking into. She was I don't want to say strange woman, but she was a one of a kind, that's for sure. And when we found out, you know, she got diagnosed with, it was pre-leukemia, I forget, something plastique, something or other, which was going to turn into leukemia. So we tried bone marrow transplant, which is very successful. We were at the best hospital in the world for it, which is Stanford. And they did a fantastic job, by the way. And she just didn't make it. She's just a little bit weak. I think if she would have been 10 years younger, she would have made it. So I said, well, I'm going to go to Costa Rica. I'd already went to Costa Rica. I'm going to go to Thailand and check it out. So I came for 2 weeks. I had seen a couple of YouTubers, and I had liked the Kamala in Phuket area. So I went there and got a hotel and rented a PCX and cruised around, and everything was awesome. I said, okay, this is it. And jumped on a plane. I said, I found a place there for a year, a 1-bedroom house, actually, at a very good price, 10,000 baht, included internet, electricity, and water. It was unbelievably cheap. And this was the beginning of November. And I said, okay, I'll go back. I'll wait till January 1st, come back, and blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, if you're new to the channel and stuff like that, you probably haven't heard this, and that's why I'm doing it. So I didn't feel uncomfortable in my house. I felt perfectly fine. My problem is I don't sleep very well. I wake up 10, 15, 20 times a night. And every time that I woke up, I thought that she was alive for just a split second, and it was annoying as hell and very trying on me. So I said, all right. So I found somebody to stay there, hopped on a plane with two bags of luggage and a backpack, and landed back here in Thailand. And it was the middle of November, and been here ever since. About 4 months later, 5 months later, through a friend of mine that owned a coffee shop and had a Thai wife that I would frequent there, and we became very good friends, kind of met this lady, and who she thought was that I was way too old for. And I said, I'm not looking to get married. I just want to talk to someone of the female persuasion. And I'm used to it. She was my best friend. 30 years I confided in her with everything. So it was weird not talking to somebody, and I had nothing besides that in mind at the time. And so she said, okay, yeah, worst case scenario is you become friends. So we started online, which is fairly normal here in Thailand, and back and forth until the wee hours of the morning. We pretty much hit it off right out of the gate. And she's a fantastic woman who happens to be my wife now. So it did turn out to be something maybe a little bit different. So to make a long story kind of short, we got together after about 3 or 4 months, and then I moved to Surin, met her family when I went to Krabi twice, and rented a house there, and found out that she had never lived with a man in a place outside of her mom's house. She was married once many years ago. Her children were older. At the time, I think they were 16 and 14, something like that. Great kids. I consider them mine now, my blood. And the whole family, you know. So I'm there, and I'm a smoker. 3 packs a day, just loving life. And couldn't breathe. And so badly that she tried to get me to go to the hospital, and I said, let me have one more cigarette. Couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything, and sucked them down. So got in the truck, took a shower, got in the truck. She dropped me off at the private hospital at the ramp, and I went up walked up the ramp. She took the car around the corner to park it. And I guess I collapsed, and next thing I knew, I woke up in ICU with a tube down my throat. And, of course, she is freaking out. She doesn't know anything. We've only been together 5 months. And she didn't know what to do, you know, the poor woman. And needless to say, she had done a couple of things, and she found I had 2 phones, and she borrowed one of them one time to do some overdubbing of something. She works for the government at TOT at the time, and doing answering phones or something like, you know, welcome, you've reached blah, blah, blah. And she remembered the passcode to the smaller iPhone, got on Facebook, found my brother and my cousins and family, and things were semi okay. She went through a bunch of stuff, you know, I don't know if anybody knows about Thailand here, but if you, when you go into a private hospital like that, you pay every day. You don't get to see your loved ones unless you pay, and then you go in. So you walk into ICU with the bill from yesterday that you paid, you show it to the financial nurse, and she lets you go to the other nurse, and then they take you to the bed where your loved one is. And luckily, between the people at her work, my doctor, for some reason, liked me, and he's a superman. Saved my life many times while I was in there. And my Thai family at the time, just boyfriend, girlfriend. Well, if we can't get this, we'll need to finance your truck. We'll take it down. We'll get a loan. People I've known for 5 months. 5 months. And she was there 3 times a day, my girlfriend at the time. Working first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, at the end of the day. And 2 months I laid in ICU. Her mom and dad can't speak a lick of English and was there every day, waiting outside in case, I didn't find out this until afterwards, waiting outside so that if somebody came out and said, Dave Clark's family, that they would go, yes, here. So somebody would be there for me, right? So when I got out of there and they finally pulled the tube out after 2 months, my wife had to go back to work, you know. She stayed a week in there. And the way that the private rooms work is you need to have somebody there with you. The nurses and everything are there, but to do your little bidding inside there, get you water, you know, whatever you're going to need out of there, you need a family member or friend or whatever in that room. And what I did was the RNs and everybody in ICU were just phenomenal. And they said, hey, you know, we can do it, but they can only go from 8 o'clock in the morning to like 3. And that was 500 baht, $15. And so one of them, they would rotate, whoever was off would come in. My wife would go to work at 8, and then my mother-in-law and father-in-law would come in from 3 o'clock till 5:30 until my wife got there. So, you know, I couldn't believe that. I didn't really know that much about, you know, Thai people, Thai culture, Thai everything, and I was pleasantly surprised. My Thai family are just outstanding, and did everything they could for me. And sometimes I get a little, you know, I'm not sabai like I should be all the time. But I just wanted to do this little video to kind of give you guys a deal. I also went home after that. The kids, it was COVID had hit. So the kids were with us, and they stayed home. My mother and father-in-law stayed at the house. They helped me because when I got out, laying completely motionless for 3 months, you lose. Atrophy is unbelievable. I couldn't walk. I could barely lift my hand up. Couldn't sit up in the bed. When I did finally leave the hospital, I could get up on a walker and kind of go with a little help. And the kids were there to help me in getting water, and just phenomenal. I mean, everything that I do for my Thai family, I am more than happy to do. If you're not familiar with me, we have gotten and built a house on my wife's owned land that she paid for in Surin. We built our house here that you can see in some of the other videos. And then we just started building and are about 90% done with a house that I wanted to build for them in Ubon on family land, Tu Rai. And really like it. It's more on a Thai style, but it's air conditioned and Americanized. Trust me. And no Thai toilets you'll find in that home or in this home. So just fantastic people. My mother and father-in-law live with us here. The kids go to private school in Bangkok, and very proud of them, both of them. One will be graduating, and she has taken, since she was born, I think, traditional Thai dance, and will be teaching it. So I think in January, February, March, something like that, she will graduate. And her sister, we have an apartment there, and she's in singing. She will be able to teach singing when she gets done in, I think, 2 years. So they will stay there. But they'll be coming in October. We'll be going to Koh Chang, which is our favorite place, and having a good time. So I wanted everybody to know. A couple of people have hit me up since we've gotten some new subscribers, and I know I'm half dressed here, and this is me, no hair. Going to be 67 in December, and loving life, and never thought that I would. Thought that my life was over in 2018. So hopefully I can tell some people that and inspire them to come to Thailand, maybe meet a good Thai woman if that's what you're looking for. And I hope that you found out a little bit more about me. Pretty much what you see is what you get. But I want to thank everybody for watching this little video, and hopefully it answered some questions for the people that had reached out and said, could you do something to tell us about them? But they're just great, upstanding people. You'll find that out when you get a Thai family of your own, or just come and visit. The Thai people are phenomenal. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We do live streams. I try to do them every 2 or 3 days, and we have a bunch of fun on those. And I guess that's just about it. So everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I'll catch you on the next one.